These games are ranked by PlayScore, a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. First on the list is Rakuin. Indie games will take over this list, so be warned. Laura Shigehara's story-rich adventure game where you accompany a hospitalized boy and his mom to a magical journey from his favorite storybook. As what is seemingly his dying wish, he asks the Guardians to grant him one that could change his life. Go on an emotional journey as you explore the alter egos of your neighbors and learn about their stories. Meet their demands and learn valuable lessons that mix humor and deep personal themes. Its unique non-combat story lets you weave across this enchanting world without inciting violence. Get inside dungeons, solve puzzles, and enjoy its rich original soundtrack. It was widely praised for its heartwarming elements, and for an indie game, it felt like something completely different. It has a PlayScore of 8.76. Number 9 is Thimbleweed Park. From the creators of Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion, this neo-noir mystery set in 1987 gives you more questions than answers. In this point-and-click mystery, uncover the truth behind every suspicious mess in the park. Why are we in a theme park? Is this a medical facility? What is really going on here? Taking inspiration from popular mystery shows like Twin Peaks, it shows a bit of grit, while at the same time, it doesn't take itself seriously. Meet the park's weird locals such as Ransom the Beeping Clown, and so much more. With its pixel visuals, immerse yourself into the strangest nights of your life. Point and click your way to solve the lingering mystery inside the park. It has a PlayScore of 8.76. Number 8 is A Hat in Time, or as they'd like to call it, PC's version of Super Mario Odyssey. This cute-as-heck platformer takes you to the shoes of a young girl who wields magical powers by stitching hats. Travel throughout space and time with your huge top hat and collect timepieces scattered across the planet. But be careful, encounter deadly threats such as the Mafia, monsters, and so much more. The game's primary goal is to create a whole new type of adventure. Each mission is unique. One moment you're solving a mystery inside a train, and the next you'll be in a movie studio. Do whatever it takes to get those lost timepieces. Explore its 5 massive worlds and collect rare magical yarns to stitch new hats. This Kickstarter-funded game was critically acclaimed due to its great characters, fun platforming, and a love letter to video games in general. And it's cheap. It has a PlayScore of 8.79. Number 7 is Night in the Woods. Out of all the games in this list, this feels completely different. It takes narrative and exploration together in a thoughtful tale about friendship, bravery, and maturity. Follow May as she drops out of college and returns to her hometown. Upon her arrival, she notices the whole town has changed, including her friends. Roam around the town and talk to May's anthropomorphic friends, family, and even her boyfriend to find out the deep secrets of this town. This game is serious, and it received universal praise for it. It tackles themes such as depression, mental illness, existentialism, and more. It was brewed in the heart of Kickstarter's site, and with its promising premise, it received a good play score of 8.81. Number 6 is SteamWorld Dig 2. Imogen Form's latest Metroidvania experience takes you to the depths of the world. As its name implies, you dig, and dig to solve puzzles and complete objectives. The story is set in an old trading town where a mysterious earthquake has struck the land. Enter the life of a lone steambot and her partner to find out the source of their problems. Dig deeper underground as you explore unknown worlds filled with treasures and secrets. It's a very relaxing game, especially when you're a big fan of the genre. This sequel pretty much improves on the first game's flaws, and it was praised for its fun Metroidvania elements. However, it was criticized for its short length. Nonetheless, it did not disappoint. It received a play score of 8.83. Number 5 is Hollow Knight. Team Cherry has its own Metroidvania adventure. Enter a world of ruin with a brave knight and his little sword. Follow his quest in Hollow Nest, a once thriving civilization of bugs, now barren and infested with evil. Descend into the ruined caves and witness a game that is unforgiving, yet clever. The combat is 100% tight, slick, and responsive. Whenever you die, it's always your fault. Use the game's unique soul system to unleash devastating powers to your enemies or regenerate your health. Maneuver to different locations and backtrack with the use of your abilities. Throughout your journey, face off against unique monsters that prove to be challenging. The game doesn't tell you what to do next, and that's what made it good. Enjoy its adorable yet dark art style set in a cruel world. Find out the dark origins of the Hollow Knight and survive a cascading gauntlet of difficulty spikes. It's an amazing game with hours and hours of content. It has a play score of 8.95. Number 4 is West of Loathing. Asymmetrix RPG adventure takes you to the black and white deserts, all packed with your saddlebags. Ride on towards the frontier, and no matter what you do, you won't be prepared for the hysterical antics of this western comedy. It's full of danger, quests, and snake-infested plains. Find a profession and roam around its sprawling open world. Encounter a memorable cast of characters, both good, bad, and sometimes ugly. Enjoy its full stick figure animation and laugh at its non-stop gags. Combat requires careful thinking, but it's not that hard. It's a very straightforward game. Critics praise the game's charming humor, clever writing, and very compelling RPG system that you'll surely remember in the years to come. It has a play score of 8.97. Number 3 is What Remains of Edith Finch. A game all about uncovering the mysterious disappearance of your family members. Set in a haunted Washington estate, follow Edith Finch in her quest to find the truth in a collection of short stories that engage you in clever puzzle sequences. Powered by the Unreal Engine 4, experience realistic visuals and first-person perspective. The story deals with the concept of death in the most alluring ways, if not haunting. Find out why she's the last Finch alive and set yourself free from the truth. It's widely respected due to the game's rich story and design. Its recent victory during the Game Awards proved that this game really had a narrative that won the hearts of many people. It has a play score of 9.03. Number 2 is Cuphead. The winner of multiple Game Awards including Best Indie Game and Best Art Direction. From Studio MDHR, experience a return to the classic subversive art style of 20s animation. Developed by two amazing dudes, they created a game so beautiful, it received universal praise. Follow Cuphead and Mugman, two unlikely characters caught in a bad deal with the devil. Together they embark on a perilous quest to retrieve soul contracts of Inkwell Isle's inhabitants. It's a mix between run-and-gun platformer and boss battle sequences. Don't take this game so easily. It's considered as one of the most difficult games of this year. Brace yourself for a patience-testing adventure that hides behind its cute cartoony visuals. It has a play score of 9.07. And here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. The end is nigh. Edmund Macmillan's latest game set in a post-apocalyptic world where you control Ash, one of the few things that survive. Explore a world filled with mutated creatures and radioactive waste. It has a play score of 8.74. Bayonetta, a PC port of the classic 2009 game from Sega. The sexy witch returns with 4K resolution support and enhanced visuals. Revisit her glory days before she faces a powerful threat in the upcoming third entry coming to the Switch. It has a play score of 8.73. Detention, an Asian horror indie game. It's a work of art. Developed by Red Candle Games, experience the horrors of the classic martial law Taiwan. Learn about its mythologies, culture, and the lingering mystery that befalls Greenwood High School. It has a play score of 8.72. Emily is Away too. New characters and an interactive story blooms over the digital world in this sequel to the cult classic. Players must use their clicking skills to choose from a wide range of decisions throughout the span of the story. It has a play score of 8.71. Subsurface Circular, a text-based adventure from the creators of Thomas Was Alone. Go underground and play as a detective trying to find out the mysteries of the surface above. It has a play score of 8.65. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. And the best PC game of 2017 is Divinity Original Sin 2. Wield the power of forbidden magic and venture into mystical lands in one of the most celebrated RPGs of this year. Create your own origin story, pick a race, and experience a living and breathing world to discover. Join with up to 3 players and see how any of your actions and choices would react in its tactical turn-based combat and environmental hazards. It is a game best played under a rainy Saturday night. If you love the complexities of the RPG genre and a bit of D&D, then you're in for hours and hours of unmitigated enjoyment. It easily went out of early access due to the never-ending fan support. Larian Studios deserves a medal for this high-quality role-playing experience. Well deserved, as it receives a play score of 9.32.